So we can run all these custom calculations. And the way this works is in calculated pricing here, for example, if we go to our, excuse me, if we go to any one of these calculated formulas here, we can basically look at enforced margin pricing here. So we can take the NetSuite cost that Andrew synced over from NetSuite, and this can be done. What's the frequency, Andrew? What are the frequency possibilities for NetSuite syncing here?
Yeah, it can be triggered based on updates. So really just instantly.
So as soon as that product is updated in NetSuite, we can grab that live NetSuite cost. We can add a formula to that NetSuite cost to imply a margin that we enforce in the product library in HubSpot. And then we can have the outcome be the unit price in this case, which would be NetSuite cost plus the margin we want to enforce here in quote happily.
So you can have a completely custom calculated pricing where all the inputs are dictated by stuff that people are punching in NetSuite.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All comes right to your native product library, and we can insert all the line and properties we want, like the NetSuite cost, for example, right? We can grab that NetSuite cost and insert it into this formula, and then we can have your unit price be custom, all based on this formula.
The traumatic flashbacks I'm having to be a solutions engineer when people are asking me if this is something we can do, and I am just trying to tell them no in so many different ways without saying no. I wish I had this. Yeah,
absolutely
crazy.
So if we go in and if we run some examples here, so now that we have the quote all built, and then we can add some quantities. Now you'll see that we actually also sync over the live inventory from NetSuite as well, which they pass over into the product library in HubSpot. So for example, if I have 25 inventory left, we're also giving the sales rep a quick notice here, like, hey, you added t-shirts, it's low in inventory, check with fulfillment before you build this quote, sort of thing. So you can notify sales reps of inventory levels if it's too low, sort of thing. Or we can, if I try to do 26 here when the inventory is 25, we can just then block the sales rep because we don't have enough stock left to fill this. So we can do a lot of cool things using all the native syncing properties from NetSuite to then make sure the sales reps are selling within the bounds that NetSuite is allowing.
Okay. So if anyone like missed that, right? Like your quoting process is getting dynamically guided and shaped by the inventory levels that you're tracking in NetSuite, but you're building the quote in HubSpot. Like, this is not something that has been really possible without an insanely deep, super custom integration before, right, Andrew? I'm sure you guys have like painstakingly built something like this in the past from scratch, right? But to be able to kind of do this out of the box with a native integration is pretty nuts.
Yeah. So once we've added the quantities of the different things that we want to sell based on our new unit costs using the margin here in quote happily, we also added a shipping fee, which takes in the total products on the quote. And then we're timesing that by 15% to get our shipping fee in this example. So again, we're enforcing that product to be sold. And we're also auto calculating it for the sales rep based on a custom formula in quote happily. And when I'm ready, I can publish this quote. And then I will close this deal, and then Andrew will show you how this order comes across over into NetSuite. So once I have the deal updated here in HubSpot, you'll see that we reflect the deal amount. We have all the line items that we added here in HubSpot, all reflected as so. And now I can close this deal,